Speedcubeshop came out with their YS3M video. I'm not convinced Cam was convinced. Let's take a look, shall we?
HuaMeng UV coated type exterior coming out in the future.
Nano magic clothes, everyone.
What's new is these are all 55 millimeters.
Interesting that they're a bit smaller. I guess that's what Mr. Do asked for.
The pricing is what it is on the website. I don't want to say it because it might have to change.
Huh?
The pricing I was told that I need to sell these for, or I was suggested to sell these for, is not something I'm really comfortable selling a cube like this at. So I put the pricing based on what I feel it's worth, and that will be reflected at the link down below.
I find this a little bit strange. Cameron seemed to suggest that he was given RRP, recommended retail price, from somewhere. I don't know where that would have been from. I certainly didn't get told any recommended retail price for these. And he's saying that he's put the pricing where he feels comfortable, which happens to be the same price everyone else is selling for, -4 cents. So I'm not sure what that's about. Was he given pricing by Moyu? Or was he suggested pricing by someone on his team? Did someone on his team do the numbers wrong? Because I ran the standard numbers on the pricing and I ended up pretty much the same numbers as Speedcubeshop and the Cubicle. So I'm not really sure what Cameron's talking about here. Interesting though.
Hopefully I don't have to change it, but we'll see.
Come on friends, let's go have a look on Speedcubeshop and see if the pricing is the same as the last video I made. Yeah, nah, it's exactly the same as it was the other day. So the pricing hasn't changed. So here's my hot take on the pricing, okay? And here's why I think it should be more expensive than the RS3M 2020 at least. It's in nice new packaging, right? It's in a nice clear cube box. And I'm sorry to sound like a bit of a dad, right? But the economy has changed a lot since before the pandemic and after the pandemic. This puzzle went through all of its R&D and they created all the molds for the plastic and all that kind of junk post-pandemic, and economies have shifted a bit since then. So I'm not hugely surprised that it costs certainly more than the RS3M 2020. The R&D for that was done in like 2019 and the bits were made to mold it in 2019. That stuff's old now. Sorry to be a bit of a boomer, but that's the reality of the world we live in now.
Clear shell case.
That is a cool clear shell case.
Standard little Moyu screwdriver.
Standard box of Moyu junk.
Comparing this really quickly to the RS3M, which, have one right here.
Oh, two can play at that game, Cameron. Bit of a flex. I got one here too, look.
Okay.
I don't like how he's holding those pieces. This is very triggering.
S3M has this
You just had to flip that one piece round. I feel attacked. Cameron goes on to talk a lot about the similarities between this cube and the RS3M 2020. It's a different size, different friction texture. From what we've seen from Moyu, it looks like a lot of work has gone into developing it. They may have started with the RS3M as like a base to build from. I feel like maybe this is Moyu just being smart and making use of the stuff they've got that they know works. As soon as I get a hold of one, I want to take the pieces out and I want to try and jam them into an RS3M 2020 and see if it is literally the same, or jam them into an RS3M Super. I am really keen to see if this has been completely re-engineered or if it's just the same stuff that Moyu are using, which is not a stupid thing to do. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, seems to be Moyu's approach. Moyu's taken a safe bet here potentially by reusing some old molds or reusing some old designs. Compare that to Tiansheng and MS Cube, for example, where they're just like, they take everything they've done before and just go, see ya! That goes out the window and then they're just like, money into R&D, let's build something. Is it good? Don't care, it's new, let's go! You know, even GAN recycles some things, it seems to me. So I don't think this is necessarily a criticism, just my take. What do you reckon? Did you want to see more innovation in the YS3M than what we seem to be looking at so far? Bear in mind, at the time of recording this video, I haven't touched a YS3M yet, so I'm just talking smack about what I've seen on the internet. Cam's also going to mention in this video that he thought that maybe the standard YS3M would be the replacement for the RS3M 2020. Nothing replaces the RS3M 2020. It's been the biggest selling cube for the last 3 years, and I think it will still be the biggest seller of 2023 as well. What's your take on this video from Speedcubeshop? Has it put a dent in your enthusiasm for the YS3M? Has it made you more curious about the YS3M? I'm going to do another video taking a look at the comments in the Speedcubeshop video because I'm always keen to see what people are saying in there. That's always fun. That's it for this one. Head to lastlayercubing.com, grab yourself some swag, use code BOOMER for 10% off. Check out one of these other videos I've made about the YS3M. Please hit like on the video, give the algorithm seagulls their hot chips. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you're liking what I'm doing, share the videos with someone. We're almost at 200 subs already. That's very exciting. Anyway, bye.
First. I was first.